Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jackie, Aina, and thank you so much for watching today's video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get full coverage, 100% cake-free, flawless foundation. Believe it or not, there is an art to it. It's not necessarily about what foundation you use, it's how you use it. It's my first time trying the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Plus Concealer. They partnered with me today to demonstrate this product, and I have to say, I find it absolutely flawless. Like, the camera does not lie. Let me zoom in so you can see for all these shady naysayers. Girl, clock me. Okay, no line of demarcation, not a flaw in sight, except Steve down here. It retails for $27, but what's unique about this is it's a foundation and a concealer. You can see that just by the doe foot applicator, which a lot of people don't like, but personally I prefer. It just makes application so much easier, and I can literally control how much product is on my face all over. And then obviously, if you're concealing with it, you can just pop it right under. If you want to learn how to get full coverage, cake-free foundation application, let's go ahead and get started. First, we're gonna do some shade matching since this is my first time actually using the Beyond Perfecting, and I've swatched it, but I just wanna make double, triple sure. And then maybe this will be helpful for any of you guys that are thinking about trying it out yourself. So the first swatch I just did is Nutty. This is golden, and as you can see, it's a nice yellow golden shade. Uh-oh, my bad, I did them out of order. Sorry, golden is number 24. Number 23 is ginger, which means this one should be slightly lighter than golden, which it is, but it's still got that yellow tint to it. And this shade is amber. Decisions. Now I'm just swatching it on the chest because this is really where you get the tea. This is ginger. I think ginger might be it. Let's see how that blends out. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. Perfect. Now that we found our shade, now that we found our foundation shade, I'm gonna start by priming with the NARS Oil-Free Foundation Primer. This is definitely a primer that I initially was kind of like, not impressed, but it definitely grew on me. It minimizes texture on the skin, and it just gives a nice balanced feel without feeling too slippery or too silicone-y. I have a really good tip for you guys. Okay, so if you have skin that requires a lot of coverage, so normally you think, okay, pack on more foundation because we want to cover, right? Not necessarily. Now, I also have oily skin, so I'm fighting two battles. I'm at war with two different enemies, okay? The oily skin and the acne scars that I get like around, this is just like a bad breakup that just won't leave, that just won't let up, man, just won't let me live. I don't want 5-10 layers of foundation. I really don't think I deserve that in life. Like, I'm a pretty good person. You feel me? So to eliminate shine so that I don't have to rely so much on the foundation, I first set my face with a setting powder, and you guys see me do this quite often in videos. I'm gonna take my Cover FX Perfecting Powder in the shade Deep. Using a powder puff, I'm basically just putting in a light layer of that onto my skin first. And you're probably thinking, Jackie, you cannot mix liquid with powder. Okay, the reason why that this works is because it's translucent. It doesn't set into the skin the same way like a foundation powder does. This is not a foundation powder. It's way lighter. And then instantly, look what this does. This adds a nice, very subtle amount of coverage so that the foundation doesn't have to do as much work. Isn't that every girl's dream? Isn't that every girl's dream? Then you get more product to save for the holidays, you know, for the kids, for the Grammys, for the occasions, for everything. Seal that primer in. So we settled on golden in the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. So I'm going to twist this open and use the doe foot applicator to work towards the center of the mouth area, and then I blend out. This is usually where most people require the most coverage. The easiest way to avoid a cake face is to not apply foundation anywhere near like your jawline, around your hair. You don't want to apply foundation there because no matter how good you are at blending, I don't care if you scored first place in the Blend Olympics, you're never gonna not be able to see it around your hairline. You're just not. You're just not. So even on the forehead, always concentrate on putting the product towards the center and then use the brush to blend it outwards. It's also okay to put it here, but you just want to keep it out of this area and then start blending that out. I'm using my Sigma F80 brush. I'm a big fan of stippling foundations in as opposed to wiping, because wiping removes the coverage, and obviously this is full coverage foundation. We want coverage, so Stipple, 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 stipple. My skin's not perfect. My skin has scars. I mean, you saw them as soon as I turned my face, but I had to turn my face for you to see just how flawed my skin is. And I get so many, which thank you guys, by the way. I get a lot of compliments on my skin without makeup, but at the same time, I know it's because they're looking at the center of me and not seeing the side of my face. So what I'm trying to say is don't worry about full packed on coverage on all areas of the face. Hit the bases, like get in the areas where people will see and you'll be fine, you'll be Gucci. This is drying down to a beautiful matte coverage and it feels really lightweight on the skin. Definitely impressed. You know, you don't even really need a ton of foundation on your forehead. I just like, just for uniformity purposes, I put a little bit there, you know. You don't want anything to not be awry on the face. And make sure you're blending out that jawline without adding more product though. Because this is a foundation and a concealer, I'm gonna take the shade Up, which is number 23 Ginger, and use that as a concealer. And what's great about this is you can literally use it as foundation and concealer, and the doe foot applicator gives you the freedom to do that. I'm gonna be highlighting the center parts of my face. Ginger is a really nice golden buttery yellow shade. Now, you know my trick with concealer with getting more coverage is I let it dry down a little bit instead of packing on more and more and more product. That's another hidden key. I know it's a little scary for some because they're so used to going in and blending out immediately after, but if you do that, I've personally noticed it actually takes away some of the product. So I let her dry down a little bit, but luckily with this formula, it still is movable and workable. Like it doesn't dry super quickly. That's just about done. I like to start on the kind of like the outer part and then work my way up towards the center. The center of the face, again, is where you want to get all your coverage. So it's really just about less foundation and a little, look at my nose. Why did I do that? It's really about like less foundation and slightly more concealer, because if you can get the center of the face to be flawless, everything else really is just an illusion. So I'm gonna take the multi-stick from Bite Beauty in the shade Cocoa and just contour around the perimeter of my face. Right before setting this all with powder, because as you can see, this is definitely not the way I like leaving the house looking. So I like to take my foundation brush and just kind of go over the concealer so that it all blends in together and looks a little bit less stark, if that makes sense. I don't know what this was all about. Well, that was super easy to blend. I'm literally just gonna set this down with powder. The easiest way to save you time and product is by baking with your setting powder and your all over face powder at the same time. So I'm gonna take another sponge and my Cover FX powder and just pop that right on top of the concealer. And then while I'm at it, I'm just gonna use that powder to set the rest of my face. When you use a damp sponge, it keeps the powder from just sitting on top of the skin and not looking as flashbacky, if that makes sense. It looks and feels like full coverage, but it's not super heavy. And if I take a picture, you can hit me with the flash. Go ahead if you want to, because she's unclockable, thank you. There will be no flashback in this congregation. This is a Love Flush Blush from, I hate saying that word. It's one of Too Faced Love. It's a Too Faced Love Flush Blush in the color Your Love is King. Also one of my favorite Sade songs. I see y'all, Too Faced. This is just like the perfect everyday soft pink. I can wear it every day. And then why not add highlight? We're already here. I'm gonna take my Opal Throwback Thursday to when I used to use Becca Opal like 10 times a day, every day. I'm gonna do a little bit because this is every day. So we're not trying to blind our coworkers over in HR, you feel me? We wanna keep it a little toned down, a little work friendly. So the fleek has reached maximum levels. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and you Gucci, that's it. Okay, me being done was a lie, just kidding. I'm not done, there's a couple things I want to do on camera for you guys. So we've highlighted the cheekbones already, but what you don't know is I like to take it into just a little bit in the brow bone, above the forehead. These are places that you wouldn't normally think to highlight, but it just adds a nice overall glow to the face. See how I move my face and the light moves with it? It's not just God-given DNA. It's a little highlight. Don't get carried away. This is kind of like the alternative to contouring your nose. Just not really in nose contouring like that, But you know, do you. I'm gonna take Fortune Cookie Lip Whip and fill in my lips. It's just a regular nude. Nudes and nude pinks are my everyday color. It's just the way I like it. If you want to try the foundation out for yourself, I would recommend going to your local Clinique counter, getting a sample, which will last you about 7 days, and just trying it out for yourself. I'm team sample. You guys know how I feel about samples. Try before you buy, please do. Thanks guys for watching today's video. If you like this one, you know what to do. Don't be shady, girl. Don't be stingy with the likes. Check out these previous uploads and please subscribe on your way out if you have not already. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.